What's up YouTube? I'm Vaughn and this is the Gear channel where we discuss collectibles, hobbies, kabay games from tabletop to video games, and today we have a very exciting video because we're showing off our new Machina deck. And yes, it is a pure Machina deck, so it's the choo-choos without the choose, and it's very going second, and I've been having a lot of success with this deck, so even like locals been topping consistently now, so it's definitely a deck not to underestimate. And in today's match, we have our Machina against Purrely. So you're going to have a perfect example of how well this deck does against the current meta. And there's not really a lot of decks that I'm really too scared of, especially playing this. And the most impactful thing is that you don't really hit time, which is a good thing. So our games are pretty fast paced, so you have time to relax a bit and then just go towards the next round. So before we begin, friendly reminder as always to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel a lot and I do really appreciate it. So we actually won the rock paper scissors, so we are going second because our choice. Okay, our opening hand is second fever. If you guys don't know what this does, is that you can target one of your monsters, you lose life points equal to the attack, but it doubles the attack, so it's like an additional limit or removal. We have time tearing Morganite, which gives us additional normal summons and also draws. Okay, we have Metal Cruncher, Dark Hole, and then we deployment, and then our opponent has Pretty Memories, Tactics, Ash, Suravis, which is seeing a lot of plays. If you guys not familiar, it's actually a hand trap. So when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a monster you control, quick effect, you can discard this card, negate the activation, which means you could actually activate this in a damage step as well. And then finally, they have Purrely Sleepy Memory. So we're going to be just chilling, waiting for opponent to finish his plays, and that's it. So they're going to start with the Sleepy, and they're going to go and discard the Ass, put summon Noir, use Noir's effect to go and search. So they get the little friend, and then they're going to go and activate the friend, lose 500. Yes, we're halfway there. We're going to definitely OTK him a lot easier because of that additional 500. Okay, so they go reveal and they get delicious. Oof. Then they're going to go and attach, which is not bad. Now, surprisingly, he doesn't really do much after this. So he just goes and he crib. He goes activates. He doesn't use the effect for discarding, which I thought was kind of weird. But maybe they want to keep the tactics, so at least they're doing that. And then we're going to go and draw, and we draw into a kaiju. Yes, because we are a very going second deck, and this build is for pretty much all the decks in today's meta. So yeah, we're going to go into our standby phase. They're going to draw a card, which we don't mind at all. Okay, then they're going to go and activate, and they drew into another tactics. It's not going to even come up. Okay, and then they're going to go draw another imperm, but too bad they have their little friend over there, so they won't be able to activate it. So now we're going to go and main phase and kaiju it. So we're going to get rid of that. They're going to add, we don't care. So we're going to end it right now. So Pretty Memory, Delicious, and Sleepy goes to hand. Okay, so we're going to start with Metal Cruncher, use the effect, and if they go and ash it, we're all set. Okay, so we're going to go show 3 gear frames, and then we're going to add the gear frame, and then we're going to use Time Tearing Morganite. Okay, so we get additional normal summon, so now we're going to use gear frame to go and add, and our opponent said that we already normal summon, but Time Tearing does not care. Okay, so we're going to add the Unclasper, the dark one that's a foolish. So then we're going to link those two, make a gadget, and then use gadget to spell summon. So now we're going to use his effect to go and foolish. So we're going to foolish a fortress, and then we're going to go and activate. Because since they didn't ask us by now, we could actually afford doing this. Okay, so now we're going to use Ruin Forest add, and then Citadel add. Okay, so Fortress is going to go and trigger, so we're going to discard. Well, not trigger, it's what is it? In-body or on-body effect summoning. I forgot what Konami called it. If you guys know, comment it down. I know it's something dumb. Okay, so we're going to banish the 2, special summon it, and now we're going to go to battle phase. So we're going to swing, wait for our opponent, No, 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 no. We're going to go into a damage step because if he's not doing anything, we're going to go take the 46 to double, which puts him at 92. Okay, so we're going to go deal some damage. Oh my god, that's so insane. So bringing him down to 16, and now we just have to swing, and that's it. So now we're going to go into game two. Now our opponent is choosing, and he actually puts us first, which is all right because we actually cited a few stuff just in case. So our opening hand is the Psychic Fever again. Okay, we deployment, Fortress, Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. Now let me tell you, this card has been coming in clutch because okay, so this deck I've been playtesting a lot against full power Castero. So we're talking about with the Mind Hacker and everything. So this is a very good deck against Cash. So I don't really have a problem. And also with Rescue Ace, it doesn't really do much. So it has good matchups against that. Now, Shadow Imprisoning pretty much hits everything in today's format, okay? So we're talking about there's Branded, there's Chimera Branded, there's Unchained, there's Labyrinth, there's Dragon Link. So Shadow Imprisoning pretty much hits everything in today's meta and doesn't really affect any of our stuff. So we're all set. So maybe our level 4 guys that might hurt, but we don't care. And also, Ruin Force, we can spell summoning it as many times as we want because it's a summoning condition, not an effect. So it's actually a really good card in today's format to actually side. And then we have another second fortress. Our opponent has the trap, the ash, the happy memory, the streets, and then delicious. Okay, so pretty much we don't really have an amazing play. So first thing that we have to do is caution is actually discard the fever because if we actually discard the fortress then we won't even have a body on the board. So in case of our opponent Ash, and I was correct because he does Ash, and then we're going to just discard those two special, and then hopefully if our opponent starts with the Purrely Noir stuff, at least we could actually interrupt. If he starts with just with the Purrely, we won't be able to do that much stuff. So at least it is what it is. Yeah, there was other side stuff also too, like but we just didn't draw into it. It was just like a little, just in case. Okay, so they're going to do that. Okay, they're going to add Perfected Purleys. Okay, equip, not equip, attach. Yeah, I always say equip for the attachment. I don't know why. Okay, then they're going to use delicious. Okay. And they're going to return it. We're just going to go into game three. So now we're fully siding to go first. Okay. So we're choosing to go first. And our opening hand that we have is Metal Quencher, Twin Twister, Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, Semi Limit, and Time Tearing Morganite, which is quite good. Our opponent has a Nib, Purrely, Pretty Memory, Happy, and Street once again. Okay. So we're going to actually start with the Metal Quencher, use the effect, see where our opponent has. Okay, nothing. Okay, so we're going to reveal the 3 gear frames, add back, activate Time Tearing. Okay, normal summon, use the effect to add, but this time we're going to actually just add the Citadel because we kind of need like a little interruption kind of thing. So if we did the gadget and then spill some the other guy, then we only have lights and darks, so we won't really be able to do much with Citadel. But at the same time, it would have been too much summoning, so that could actually be hit with a nib. So I just wanted to make sure that I had like a Citadel or a nuke on my opponent's board. So we're just going to go and set the 3 and pass to our opponent. All right, so they draw into Ash Blossom. Okay, they're going to go with Street first, which we don't mind. Okay, then they're going to go Purrely, activate the effect. So reveal, nothing, noise. So pretty much all set from there. Okay, now they're going to use the second effect, which we're completely fine with. Okay, and then waiting for our opponent. Now he activates. Okay, and we are definitely going to change summon limit. So he already summoned twice, so he can't summon anymore. So, and he can't even equip because this is a win. So misses timing towards the equip, which is very good information to note. Okay. Then they're going to go to battle phase. Swing, we don't mind at all. Then they're going to go use the effect. And watch this. This is where the spice is coming in. Okay. They're going to activate Delicious, and we are going to chain. Not to Delicious, towards the actual effect, because I want to have him use the effect. And then chain twin, targeting the 2 spells. Okay. Now, if you don't know, okay, it has to attach, then goes and returns 1 spell to the hand. Okay. If it doesn't attach, you're all set. Okay. So that's exactly what we're doing right now, because we did want him to use the effect. Okay. And I'm telling him that it doesn't attach because it has to be on the field. It literally says attach the card on the field to this card as a material. Okay, it is destroyed, so it does not attach whatsoever. And if you look at this, we have our Citadel in our graveyard now, so we're pretty much all set. So if our opponent does want to attack, and our Metal Cruncher is actually half, so he's at 18 and then half of that, so he's only at 900. But if he goes and decides to attack, we could Citadel at least. Okay. So waiting, our opponent decides to pass, okay? Which is kind of like, I think you should. Nah, you can't even do anything because of summon limit. So, yeah, so passing is the only thing. So now we draw 2 cards because of time tearing, okay? And we drew into extra and then the dark. So now we're going to start going to the main phase and then use the extra, and it's going to get hit right away with the ash, which we don't mind whatsoever. Then we're going to do summon, use the effective foolish, and we're going to get ruined force. And now we are locked into summon limit as well, so that means we're only supposed to summon once. So we're going to just do this, banish Citadel and Gear Frame to special summon, because if ruined force gets destroyed, at least we could special summon the Citadel back, which is so good. So we're going to be doing exactly that. So now we're going to go into battle phase. Okay. Waiting for opponent. We're going to go and swing. So they're going to take quite a bit of life points. Okay. And then we're going to go and swing for 18. We won't swing with the Metal Cruncher since he's only at 800. And I don't want lose additional life points. So we're actually just going to go and put him in defense and pass to our opponent. Because sadly, the half is permanently, so we have no choice but to do this. And our opponent admits defeat. Look at that. Amazing. We didn't even have to use the Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, but if we did, we were all set. And if you guys don't know this, okay, Shadow Imprisoning Mirror isn't like Abyss Dweller, okay? You can actually chain towards the monster effect. So if your opponent activates a dark monster effect on the field or in the graveyard, you could chain and it will actually negate, okay? So a lot of like judges was considering this as the same as Abyss Dweller, but no, it's not the same thing at all. It negates the effect. And that's it for a match of our Machina deck versus Purrely. So definitely comment down below what you guys think of this deck. And if you guys want to see more matches with it, it's a very fun deck. I do recommend to watch the short how easy it is to OTK. I'm going to be playing this for a bit now because I don't know, I enjoy it a bit. And for today's format, until the ban list so showing up and introducing more stuff, I think I'm going to be pretty satisfied with just playing this for the time being. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, you know what to do. Like always, like and subscribe. And if you want a sneak peek of future products we're planning to review here on the channel, you can follow me on my Instagram, VaughnGear. I'm Vaughn, and this was the Gear Channel.